that there are other things in life that can bring him great pleasure. This pleasure is destructive. That's bullshit. I don't believe in you. You support me. Hey brothers, what's going on? Have you ever found that a belief which you held very close to your heart for many years, a belief which to you, there was proof of it everywhere. You would see proof of it in the news, proof of it in social media, proof of it in your city, proof of it in your family member's life, only to find out much later on that this was not true at all, that this thing actually never existed. Well, chances are you were a victim, or you were at the effect of something called confirmation bias. And confirmation bias is our brain's ability or tendency to cherry pick information which we want to be right. I'm J.K. Mazy. I'm the founder of Elevated Recovery, and I'm the head coach at the Porn Reboot coaching systems, where we help high-performing business owners, entrepreneurs, and professionals discreetly end your out-of-control behavior with high-speed internet pornography. We've been doing this for over a decade. Confirmation bias. Why is this so important to ending your out-of-control behavior with pornography? Well, this is important because if confirmation bias is our ability to cherry pick information to find out that we're right, if you do not truly believe that your behavior with pornography is something which is compulsive, if you do not believe that it is something that requires work, requires rewiring your brain to overcome, you will constantly, or rather your subconscious mind will constantly seek information to the contrary. I'll say it again. If you don't believe that this is a behavior which is compulsive in nature, you will live with it for the rest of your life, because your subconscious mind will always be searching for places to confirm your actual true belief. And your true belief could be, oh, this is just a bad habit, and I can end it in 30 days, or I can end it in 90 days, or I can do this in moderation in the future, and it won't give me porn-induced erectile dysfunction. It won't affect the way I view women. It won't affect my happiness, my dopamine receptors, my ability to enjoy life fully. You will constantly seek information to the contrary. Your subconscious mind will find the YouTube videos, the podcasts, even the studies that prove this. Now, over the years, I've been helping men end their out-of-control behavior, but I often run into men who, even after using my free material for many years, come to me and say, hey, JK, and they use this debunked study that, hey, I read somewhere that masturbating on a regular basis is good for your prostate and reduces your chance of prostate cancer. Why is it that somebody would pick this one piece of information over the thousands of peer-reviewed studies on the negative impact of pornography addiction and send that to me out of everything there? Very simple. Confirmation bias. Even though they want to end the out-of-control behavior, they're watching the videos, listening to the podcasts, in our free groups, reading the blog posts and the emails, even though they're doing that because their pain is immediate, deep down, you really want to believe that masturbation is good for you. And until you change that belief, brother, you will keep looking for confirmation that what you truly believe is right. I've spoken about the concept of true rebooters and trial rebooters, with true rebooters being the brothers who fully understand the impact of pornography on their life, the negative impact. And they also have appreciated the positive impact. So because they understand what good pornography has done for them and the fact that it has overstayed its welcome, they are truly ready to let it go. They understand the reality. Trial rebooters, on the other hand, feel the pain of pornography in their life, but they also feel that pornography is a very bad thing internally, yet at the same time, they have not acknowledged the good that it did in their life. So they know that it brings them some sort of pleasure. They just haven't analyzed the pleasure enough to realize that this pleasure is destructive, and this pleasure can be gotten from other places, can be obtained from other places. Thus, a trial rebooter feels like he can use pornography later on in moderation. He's giving the reboot a trial. He's not really ready to let it go completely. Why? What does this have to do with confirmation bias? Everything. Both the true rebooter and the trial rebooter have their own form of confirmation bias. The trial rebooter will keep looking for proof that he can use pornography in moderation. His questions will be along the lines of, well, will I be able to use dating apps and maybe masturbate in moderation later on? What do I do if I don't have a girlfriend? What do I do if my wife rejects having sex with me for one day out of the week? How will I survive? And he will constantly look for proof of that. What happens is, even though he may invest mentally or financially in the process of rebooting, eventually he's going to weed himself out because he simply does not have enough subconscious resources, confirmation bias to the right things, to sustain him. So he's screwed. The true rebooter, on the other hand, is constantly looking for proof that his beliefs are right. That it is okay for him to let go of pornography. That it is okay that there are other things in life that can bring him great pleasure. He will keep searching for that. His mind will be attracted to that, and it will actively reject anything that is contrary to it. Just as we do with our political beliefs. We accept certain political beliefs and we just go like, nah. That's bullshit. I don't believe in you. You support this, you support that. They do that with their reboot. And there's nothing wrong with that because that is human behavior. I've often said, brothers, you need to work with your brain instead of against it. Working with your brain is fully accepting something, a concept, like confirmation bias. So what do you need to do? Well, brothers, you need to examine yourself and find out, what am I subconsciously seeking? I can take one look at any man's Instagram page, his YouTube page, and I can tell from the things he's following, the people he's following, what is on his feed, the podcasts he listens to, and the books that he listens to, he reads, what he is really into, where his confirmation bias leads to. A man can tell me anything that he wants to tell me. He can say anything that he wants to say. But at the end of the day, he's going to seek confirmation bias based on his actual behavior, based on the material that he consumes. So brothers, that's it. Confirmation bias, how it affects your out-of-control behavior. Take advantage of it. I'm JK Mazy. Thank you for taking the time to watch. This has been another episode of Porn Reboot Coach in the Porsche. I'll speak to you later on in the week. Bye.